Hey, good morning, everyone. GK from the B, Glenn Calloway from the basement. It is hump day today, Wednesday. Going to talk to you about a bunch of stuff today. Some thrift store finds, some vinyl, a great old live album that I'm revisiting and haven't listened to for centuries, it seems. And so let's get started. I've been talking recently about getting into Gentle Giant, and a friend of mine, Jeff, who's I met like a year or so ago when we both were working at the hockey arena, and we become really good friends and we share so much in common, especially musically. And he lent me the Gentle Giant Freehand album, which I absolutely love. Immediately bought this CD. When I did that video, I had so many viewers saying, "You like that? You got to hear this. You got to hear Octopus. You got to hear The Power and the Glory. You got to hear this." So I went for breakfast with my friend Jeff today, and what's he show up with? But Octopus and The Power and the Glory. Never heard either of these albums. I'm interested in hearing them. So this kind of opens up from the top. It's a top loader, like a washing machine. Ooh, comes with the original insert. And on the Capitol label. Interesting. And Octopus, which I hear is just the most incredible record ever. Everybody says, you got to hear Octopus. My nephew has Octopus, and he thinks it's amazing. So let's check out that one. Octopus. Cover. Ooh, not even in a sleeve, Betty. I gotta help you out there. Okay, again. So I'm really looking forward to listening to those albums later today. I went to a thrift store this morning after I had breakfast with Jeff, Value Village, and looked through the CDs, and I found 3 interesting CDs. I found Gary Moore. Who finds Gary Moore in a Value Village? Gary Moore. It's a comp. It's called Out in the Fields, the very best of Gary Moore. Now, I love Gary Moore, but all my Gary Moore stuff seems to be live stuff. So I'm really interested in hearing this. It's got, I don't know how many tracks on it. I can't count. There's the book. It gives you a little blurb on each song. If any of you are really familiar with Gary's studio work, Out in the Fields, Over the Hills and Far Away. Is that the Zeppelin tune? Run for Cover, Empty Room, Military Man, After the War, Cold Day in Hell, Wild Frontier. There's Gary. Freaking phenomenal guitar player and a great singer too. Still in Love with You, Wishing Well, Friday on My Mind, Still Got the Blues, which is just the most awesome song. And Ready for Love. Is that the Badfinger or the Bad Company song? Out in the Fields, very best of Gary Moore. Very cool. There's the thing. Couple of bucks. I don't think you can go wrong. Next, a band I've never heard of, but I'm aware of. And I found one of their CDs. I took guitar lessons from this dude. A couple of lessons. Just because I was trying to figure something out and couldn't figure it out. And he showed me how to do it. And his favorite guitarist was Luther Dickinson from the North Mississippi All-Stars. I never heard them before. And I found this. It's called Shake Hands with Shorty. The CD's kind of cracked there. I got to find a new CD holder for it. Yeah, Luther Dickinson, man. I will put this up there for your viewing pleasure. I don't know what you guys know about the North Mississippi All-Stars. I'm expecting a bluesy thing, but I don't know. Yeah, pretty cool. Mentions Bobby Whitlock here somewhere. Oh, thanks. They give a thanks to Bobby Whitlock, among others. Jeff Sipe, a whole bunch of people. There we go. That's the lineup of people in the band. And we'll see if anybody played on this besides... I don't really recognize any names. But, yeah, kind of interested in hearing that. North Mississippi All-Stars. And last but not least, probably the greatest flat-picking guitar player that ever lived, the great Doc Watson. You don't find old Doc Watson stuff in that thing. I found a best of Doc Watson. Now, I have some Doc Watson on CD. I got much more on vinyl, so the CD is kind of welcome. The best of Doc Watson from 1964 to 1968. Just some great stuff on here. So, man, what a guitar player. So influential. Talk to Billy Strings. I mean, that would be his hero. Tony Rice, anybody who plays flat pick guitar right now, Brian Sutton, they're all just Doc's a hero. Perfect. One more record. I picked this up the other day when I went into the city to see Tedeschi Trucks. We stopped at a record store, and it was a record I've been looking for a long time. And I played it, and I didn't like it as much as I used to like it for some reason. But I'm still glad to have it. Barry Goldberg. It's called Two Jews Blues, and it came out in 1968 or 69 from that whole Chicago blues scene. Barry plays a Hammond B3 organ. The main guitar player on here is Harvey Mandel, so it's two Jewish dudes, and they called the album Two Jews Blues. But Duane Allman also plays on a track on this. It's a blues album, but it's got this kind of weird chorus that kind of sings along with the songs. It's kind of weird. But the music's great. It's really bluesy, and it's something I've been looking for a long time, because I used to love this album when I was young. Buddha Records, Two Jews Blues, Barry Goldberg, who I think played with Dylan at Newport in '65. Last but not least, one of the most memorable tours ever, and a live album that is just fantastic, and I have it on CD, and I have not listened to this album, I swear to God, I don't even know when I bought the CD if I've ever played it. So I'm going back to when the record came out in 1971 or whenever the hell it came out. Joe Cocker's Mad Dogs and Englishmen. What a tour this was. This kind of is in the same family as, say, Delaney and Bonnie and Friends. When you think about the people who played on George Harrison's All Things Must Pass, Clapton with Derek and the Dominoes thing, it's also interrelated. Joe Cocker wanted to put a tour together, and he asked Leon Russell to help him. And Leon Russell put the band together, and the band consisted of Leon Russell, Chris Stainton, who played with Joe Cocker a lot, Don Preston, Carl Rattle, Jim Gordon, Jim Keltner, Bobby Keys, Jim Price, all the people you see on names of all those old, like, Leon albums and Bonnie and Delaney albums and stuff. They're all just, it's very incestuous. And also Rita Coolidge, and just a great frickin' album. This tour, I can't remember how long it lasted. It was a huge show, and Joe got burned out really bad on it. And if you read kind of the history of this tour, him and Leon did not get along. It was like a clash of egos. They both wanted to control the show. Leon thought, because he put the band together, that he was in charge, and Joe was, it just became a big, like, egos just crashing. Joe really, like, took a real physical and mental toll on him after this album. Joe went downhill at one point with a serious alcohol problem, and but just one of the great singers of all time. I discovered Joe Cocker from this album, which I think everyone should own, Little Help from My Friends. If you don't have this album and you've never looked at it, the people who play on this album, his friends, Jimmy Page, Steve Winwood, Chris Stainton. That's good enough. Matthew Fisher. Come on. Fantastic. Oh my God, what a great album. This one and his first one called Joe Cocker. It's got just a kind of a black and white picture of his face. That's a really good one too. I'm dying to find that on CD or vinyl. I haven't been able to find it, but this album. But if you're not familiar with Mad Dogs and Englishmen, man, give it a try. It's freaking awesome. The version of Feeling All Right is just so good on here. That's it. That's everything for today. I am going to have a restful day. I'm going to listen to some tunes, and I hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you.